Hi, it's Kane Hodder, Jason from Friday the 13th. You're watching Slash and Cast. Keep watching, or I'll kill you and your whole family.
What's going on, horror fans? Welcome back to another episode of Slashcast. My name is Riley. That is Griffin. That is Nick. It's a little bit different. A little bit different one. All right. This is a Q&A. I always said that we weren't going to do this because we're not cliche.
But turns out we are.
We're basic bitches.
Where's my Starbucks?
There's been a lot of requests to do this, and we figured it'd be fun. So it's going to be really casual. All right. We're going to be really blunt and stewed about these questions. I can already see the answers that are coming. Casual. We're keeping it casual. If you saw the end of Monday Slash and Cast, that's the path we're going down.
Right, this was shot after that.
Yeah, Zac Efron is going to be all over this video. In fact, Zac Efron... Zac!
Thumbnail.
I can do that, right? Because I mentioned him. I can just put his abs.
Just the abs?
Just the abs. Just put it on. All right, that's... Okay.
Yeah.
Restart.
Okay, no, we're not... I'm keeping it.
We'll fix it in post.
We'll fix it in post. We only did the questions through our Discord because at the time we were recording this, we had a special announcement on Twitter. I'm not saying what it was. I'm not talking about it. And we have no questions about that, by the way. They had an opportunity to do it, but they didn't do it.
Yeah, for real. They had a full 30 minutes. 30 minutes.
Yeah, so this was all these questions come exclusively from our Discord. So there's a couple of repeats in terms of who was asking, but
right. And these aren't just questions we've seen once. We get these a lot.
Yeah.
We try to answer them, in our streams as well, and even sometimes in YouTube comments. But we're busy fellas.
Are we?
No.
Yeah.
All right, let's open up with the first question from Mother Russia. Mother Russia from our Discord said, do you ever think that we will get another F-13 film? Or do you think the franchise has unfortunately became dead in the water?
Ooh.
Never say never.
Yeah,
So
seriously.
do it the right way.
Yeah, I think there's definitely potential there. With the game being so unbelievably successful,
Right.
I don't see why not. There's obviously some love there. You have a whole new generation of fans that have come into the game.
Right.
Yeah, why not make
Room
another
for
film?
potential. And I honestly know some people didn't like. I liked the reboot. I thought it was entertaining.
No, the remake of F-13 is definitely not bad.
No.
Derek Mears, awesome job.
I was always cool the sequel for that. Like, why not just
Yeah.
toss a sequel?
Yeah, I'd be down for that.
Yeah, but whatever. I mean, regardless, I think at some point, listen, man, these horror franchises just never die. Whether that's good or bad, how you want to see it, that's up to you. But I definitely think at some point we'll see it.
Yeah, right now they're going through the rights issues,
Right.
Lawsuits. In fact, hopefully they look at candidates for a film before they jump into something like that leak script.
Yeah, leak script was bad. Leak script was bad.
Oh, it was very bad.
We weren't big fans of it. Don't mind an origin story if it's done well, but that was not one that was done well. So not really for it.
If it's gonna be done, just please, let's do it right.
Right.
No more H2 Rob Zombie.
Yeah, pretty much. Okay, next question from what was that?
I'm just saying this one kind of goes with it.
No, okay, I was trying to miss it.
Just saying it's
All
going
right,
with it.
Sorry about that.
On to the next one.
From Simone, Jason Simone. What would be something new and exciting you feel you could bring to a Friday the 13th movie if given the chance?
Give us a script, we'll make it awesome. That's all I gotta say.
No, to be honest, we didn't look over these questions. Like these are just off the top of our heads.
Yeah. We always said there's a very specific formula to Friday the 13th that was successful.
Right.
And of course, you don't want to be stuck at the same camp, the same people, same shit every time. You have to find a way to stick with that formula, but also make it interesting too. And why Friday the 13th Part 6 is so successful, and it's often fan favorites. It's my favorite. It's self-aware. Mm-hmm. Jason's still scary, but there are still likable characters that you can back behind. You root for Megan and Tommy still. You don't want them to die, and it would suck if they did. That's important for a slasher film, and that's one of the reasons Halloween is so unbelievably successful. And I know comparing Friday the 13th and Halloween, a lot of people either get pissed about that or just don't think it's fair, but comparing, I don't know, it's...
You can't root for the killer. As much as we want to root for the killer, the first time you watch the movie, obviously, later you're like, Michael, Jason, they're badasses. You have to root for them, but like you gotta root for the main character.
Yeah, at least exactly. At least your main protagonist. You have to root for.
You're rooting for the main protagonist, but you're also rooting for your killer, of course.
Yeah, of course there are some cliche characters that are going to be in there that are going to be taken off,
disposable.
Exactly, and those are the times you root for Jason or your Michael, whoever the slasher is. But yeah, you gotta your main protagonist, your Laurie Strodes, your Alice's. You need to root for them. You got to want them to live. Otherwise, there's no suspense. And suspense in slashers is an okay thing. It's a great thing in Halloween. All right? You don't need to just have dumb, cliche shit. There's movies that do it well, and they run with it, and they really take advantage of it, like Hatchet.
Right.
But then again, you still care about, Mary Beth. So, I don't know. He found a great balance there.
Right. And again, we would need to, stick to the formula, but then again, find our own balance.
And and I think we would do a great job of including some original stuff. We always do that in our fan films. We like to include pieces of the original, so everybody's like, you get a little tickle.
Right. The point of a fan film is to pay homage to some of your own favorite aspects of the franchise.
Yeah,
and I feel like we do a pretty good job of that. If you haven't seen our fan film from 2016,
which fans are calling the best fan film of all time,
the film the fans are calling the best fan film of all time.
If you're making a Friday the 13th movie, if you're making a sequel, if it's going to be a sequel, if it's not just a remake, you need to answer to the ones before it that worked.
Yes.
Yep.
If you're going to reboot something, you might as well put some honor to the name that built it. It's kind of like my point of it. Don't throw that away. And originality is key. You need to grow, and you need to add some originality to it. But you can't throw it away.
Yeah, you'll get a lot of hate.
There's a formula.
Yeah, there's a formula to it. A very simple formula. Yeah, you just have to expand on it. Have a good balance there of originality and answering to what built it.
Right.
I don't know if that really answered the question at all, but I feel whatever.
We did a good job.
Yeah, we weren't specific, but
I feel happy about my answer.
Yeah.
And another one bites the dust.
Another one bites the dust. All right, Mother Russia with another question. Which horror franchise would you like to bring back? And if you were given the ability to be the director, how would you go about it?
Ooh. As far as bring back, I don't know if there's that many, truly dead franchises.
Right. Which one doesn't have like a sequel coming that we want to? Is that what you're asking?
Right.
I mean, all of the above. I would love to do any of the main ones, honestly. Oh man, how do you just pick one?
And it's a hard question too, because you don't know if you could do it as well as John Carpenter.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard to do better than that guy.
That's one I don't want to touch. There's certain classes that I wouldn't want to touch, and I wouldn't have the power. A franchise, and it's funny because everyone's already gonna know the answer because it's who we are. One of the franchises I think truly isn't dead that it needs to have a proper sign off is Friday the 13th.
Yeah.
And I know that I have enough knowledge behind the franchise that I can make it strong. I know that we have the ability. That's why we always say $2 million, bro. $2 million will do it.
Honestly. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not saying we make the best one ever, but what I'm saying is we'd find an audience again, and you could bring some life back into it, and that's because we understand. As such dedicated fans of the franchise, we understand what we want to see.
We love it.
Right. Another kind of safe answer. Give me a Chucky. Give me a Child's Play film. I'll make a better one than at least Seed.
At the very least, Seed.
At least Seed, so you might leave the theater 20 minutes in. Because you left earlier with Seed.
Shots fired.
I disagree. I saw that in theaters. Saw the whole thing.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it sucked. Paid fucking money to see that movie. F-13 is the one I don't think I could fuck it up. I don't think I would be dishonoring the original. So yeah, I'm totally cool with doing it.
Right. And now the next question goes, kind of side by side with the one we just asked.
Yeah, from Jennifer. Big fan of the old Jennifer. Said, if you guys had the chance, which iconic horror director would you love to work side by side with?
And how do you not say Wes Craven to this?
Yeah, Wes Craven. This is such a tough question.
It's a tough question because, if you include, ones that are no longer with us, that expands it tremendously even. I know this is probably a hard one for you.
Yeah.
Some people might think they know, but can I guess what you think?
Sure, go ahead.
I think you choose my boy Alfred.
See, that's the first one that came to my head was Alfred. but personality-wise, somebody I'd want to stand next to and learn from. I think it would be Wes. And let me tell you what, because there's two people came to my head before Wes, and it was Alfred and it was Carpenter.
Yeah.
But then I was like, fuck, those guys are kind of egotistical and may make me feel really fucking stupid. Alfred especially. Alfred is he's always been a creature of his own, and while he did have a big heart, and you saw that with like his wife, he was kind of known for disrespecting women in Hollywood. And of course, it's a different time, but there's no excuses, and that's just somebody I wouldn't really want to work side by side with. In terms of that, I love him. He's my favorite director, dude. Like he's the guy. But it's just
we respect women.
I don't know if I'd want to work side by side with him. I think we'd go toe to toe. I think we would have a fucking problem. Like seriously, I think we'd be bitching at each other the whole time. Yeah. Carpenter, I also think would just want to run the show. I think Wes would be somebody that could take you under his wing and help the shit out of you.
Yeah, Wes Craven's definitely a good choice. Yeah. Iconic. Adam Green. Would love to be on set of a Hatchet movie. Yeah. Would love to be on set of a Hatchet movie just to see Adam Green's process. I mean, young director at work.
I also would be, and I'm blanking on the name.
I need a movie.
Conjuring.
James Wan.
There it is.
James Wan is a good one too.
That man is brilliant.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick with Wes. I think I learned a lot from Wes. I think in free hear stories, he's the reason that David Arquette and Courtney Cox got together. He was like the therapy. He was the one that put them together. Yeah. And to me, like that reminds me of myself. And I was like, I think me and Wes would click. And it's a shame that he passed so recently, and that I'm never gonna be able to meet the guy.
Yep. Of course, just because we don't say a name doesn't mean we don't respect their work or anything.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, I could keep
go
down the fucking list if you want.
Yeah.
We could be here for 84 years.
Yeah. I think my choice. I think I'm gonna have to go with Wes Craven as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unanimous decision.
Nice guy.
There's one I can be best friends with though. It'd be Adam.
Oh, Adam Green is definitely a tight one too. Yeah, iconic, maybe not as much, but yeah, definitely would love to be on set for a Hatchet movie and just see the whole process.
Would be awesome.
Love that guy. Love that guy so much. All right, next question from RJ3054. Do you think we'll ever get a standalone Halloween video game?
Now, here's the thing. If you're thinking if it's not asymmetrical, not multiplayer, I don't think so. I don't think it would work. We say it all the time. Give it to Telltale. It has to be story driven. You give it to Telltale, it could work out pretty well. Will we see it? This movie, even with the success of the movie, I don't know.
Yeah, we've seen it come into like a slot game and shit, and the Halloween rights have always been they've been kind of pretty lenient with them,
right?
So there's always a chance if somebody like Gun Media or Telltale wanted to pick it up and do it that they could. It's just it's different. It's a different entity than
be hard to see. I mean, it's nice to see the cameo like in Dead by Daylight, things like that. Give it its time.
With the rights, to give Dead by Daylight.
So I mean, like, it'd be great to see a Michael Myers game. It would just be interesting to see how it would be done.
Right.
Yeah, Telltale would be cool. I mean, if you've read any of the Halloween comics, it does very well with. I think. In terms of horror franchises, I think Halloween has my favorite comics. Maybe that's just because it's my favorite movie. I don't know. But yeah, I like Night Dance is great. So that format works. Telltale could really run with it.
Yeah.
So
it would be fun. I'd play it.
I want
to
play
it.
Do I think we're going to? Not really. Not in particular.
Unfortunately.
I hope F-13 spawns some stuff.
Right.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Hatchet. We talked about that.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be cool. All right. That's pretty much.
Yeah, and then goes into the next question very well.
Jennifer. Another question from Jennifer says, "Which horror series would you like to see get its own game next?" It's a tough question. Tough question.
Right. Go ahead. No, go ahead. Go ahead.
All right, I'll go.
I think the one I'd want to see, and that's because I think it would help build it as a franchise in general, would be Hatchet. Yeah. Like, let's see Victor Crowley, because a game, that's a whole new audience, a whole new people. Bring them over to the film franchise, just like F-13 the game has. A whole new audience to the movies.
Right.
Do that with Victor Crowley. Not only are you helping independent film, but it's going to be a dope game too.
Give Adam Green the credit he deserves.
Right. Adam Green said he's down.
Oh yeah, but it comes in a dark sky. Yeah.
Exactly. Do you have a choice?
Well, we kind of talked about Halloween. I think. Hear me out. I think it'd be pretty fun to play as Chucky in a game.
I'd be intrigued by Chucky.
Right, especially just the comedy and the humor laid in.
I think
is he spitting lines all the time? That'd be great.
I think it would just be funny. Like,
what kind of like game though? Like single player story mode type
or
of game?
or F-13 asymmetrical,
like in a house?
I don't know.
In a prison?
I don't know.
You could do like Cult of Chucky and then put him like in an insane asylum kind of thing.
I think it would just be pretty cool. A different, not like I think a Scream story game would be pretty cool too.
Right, that's my choice. Especially because they're rebooting the Scream TV series again.
Yeah.
If Telltale were to make a very story and decision based game with Scream, I think that could give some life back into the franchise that is sadly on its way down, in my opinion.
Right.
Stagnant if not going down.
Yeah, and the stupid like phone apps that have like it's like a really cliche like story mode that you have to go through.
Like high school stories.
Yeah, like that. Scream has one. Scream the TV series has one, and I played it because I'm a fucking loser. And like it works, dude. Like you're intrigued. You want to know who the killer is, and Telltale could run with that. So Telltale, seriously, that's one. That's bigger than Halloween they could ever do. Like Scream fits Telltale beautifully.
Right, and again with the decision base, you build in relationships.
Make it happen.
You care.
It
pisses me off that I fall for games like that.
Every time.
That phone app, it sucked me right in, man. I spent like $20 goddamn buying fucking diamonds so I could get the option I wanted. It was one of those. It was one of those where you had to pay. You had to use diamonds to pick the option you wanted.
Pay to win.
Yeah, I was paying. I was paying to get a stupid story that I knew wasn't going to be good.
Yeah. So
now I was pissed.
So yeah, I think all good choices. Definitely. The horror genre needs more of a boost. F-13 the game is a huge step for all horror games in general.
Yeah.
As far as licensed horror games, maybe we'll see one soon.
Listen, I'm sending a pitch to Dimension and Telltale. Hear me out.
Make it happen.
Guys, come on now. Let's make it happen. Okay, next question. This is an interesting one, and it's going to be one that I know comes with some controversy, but bear with us. All right.
Boy.
From Hero 1999. Why don't you cover leaks? Like I said, we debated on even answering this because there's some people that just won't understand.
And that's okay.
That's okay. I get it. I understand. We're fans too. Like
we're fans first.
We're Yep. Like we do this. We cover it because we love it. There's nothing else, dude. Right. We don't do it for fame. Believe me, we don't do it for the money.
Money, fame. Yeah. Yeah. Definitely.
What fame? What money? That's a good. Yeah.
Exactly. Leaks. Not only do they spoil you, they spoil everybody, and then any hype that has been building gone.
Yeah.
And then you're disappointed. And who are you disappointed at? Yourself. You should be disappointed at yourself.
Like, oh, why did I look at that? I hate myself. No, I have nothing to look at.
Also, you have the perfect what you think you're going to see, the perfect image in your head. And then, it gets leaked to you and it just breaks your heart. And it's not finished, bro.
Yeah, okay. There's a few distinct reasons. All right, well, for one, like I said, I get it. Like, we get excited too when leaked content drops. Like, oh, gee, that looks cool. But then I'm like, shit, wait, I can't look at that.
I can't look at that.
Shit. But like, of course, like, since we, we're part of that community, and we're content creators, like community, it gets sent to us like fucking crazy, dude.
Yeah.
The screenshots are everywhere, and it's hard to avoid. We do everything we can to avoid them, but it's impossible. Of course, some stuff coming up has been spoiled for us, unfortunately. Not so much in detail, just enough where we just kind of know. It
hurts.
Yeah.
So why don't we cover it? I think one of the main one is we respect gun media. Don't bite the hand that feeds you. Yeah. We owe so much to those guys; it's unreal. And that's the thing; we're well aware of that. Like, while yes, we put in work, we work our ass off on videos, and make sure you guys get the news. Without the game, we wouldn't be doing this.
And not only that, but they come into our streams, they interact with our fans, they, doing stuff like that. How could we betray them like that?
They appreciate that we're not, jumping on the bandwagon of just spreading the leaks to everybody and ruining it for the experience for everybody else. They appreciate it. And honestly, we just don't. That's just not us.
And to
no, go. Like
I was gonna say, to add to that point, you know, they gave us this game. Look at the free content they give us.
Yeah.
Pretty much every patch they put out, what technically could be DLC. We could be paying for these JSONs for these maps, but we don't.
This is what I always say as for content creators. And like, listen, I'm not calling out anybody.
Oh no.
There's nobody I have a feud with.
Just anybody that spoils the content. We found out about actually both of the most recent leaks. Twitter. We've been tweeted at. Hey, look at these pictures, and we're like, no,
you mother, no. Yeah, but like, listen, I'm not calling out any content creators because, like, literally, like I always say, it's like no name comes to my head. I just know it's out there. I know there's people that are covering it.
Hundreds of videos.
Like, I know there's gonna be one fan out there. There's always one that's gonna go
from each different person. We're like, who are you talking?
You're gonna go from here. You're gonna go to someone else's video. You're gonna comment on their video and say Slashcast is talking shit. No, we weren't. If you're that content creator that got that message, we weren't talking shit about you.
PSA. No, and also we have the right to be frustrated at anybody who is, you know, spreading these leaks, not just not content creators in general, but I mean anyone who's retweeting or tweeting at us
or sending leaks in our chat and our streams.
Yeah,
please don't.
But I had a point with the content creator thing. It's like when you're a content creator, you put yourself out there in this community, you make yourself known. You naturally take on a responsibility. One, you are breaking terms of service when you do that, but whatever. But fuck terms of service. But we have a responsibility to abide by those rules, dude. We've been given an honor to, you know, cover a game like this and be able to make money doing it.
Yep.
Oh,
yeah, right. It's an absolute fucking honor, and it's a privilege. It's not a fucking right. All right? Don't take advantage of it. All right? It doesn't work that way.
Like you
with
said,
great opportunity.
With great power.
Like you said earlier, we owe so much, not just to, you know, Gun Ilphonic, to the game just being a game, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, we started a podcast because we talked about Friday the 13th the game so much on our old one.
Yeah.
Like we started Slash and Cast because horror was leaking too much because of all these Friday the 13th updates. And of course, you know, we love just talking about it. Obviously, we talk about it.
Fucking question's gonna go on for 10 more goddamn minutes.
Exactly.
Get on that. No.
I've one last point I want to make about it. And this is the one that I think is really key to why we don't like spreading these leaks further, because you can't really avoid them. I can't really avoid them, and a lot of people don't. But a lot of the times, and I mean a lot of the times, this leak content comes with tremendous false information.
Correct.
Yeah.
Just people that they just don't get it. You know.
Nobody knows exactly what we're getting except for Gun Media and Ilphonic. Most of Gun Media and most of Ilphonic. Probably some members of Ilphonic don't know what a separate section is working on.
You know what? Why don't we just let them tell us?
Yeah, exactly, dude. Like they'll give you the content when
let's
they want to give you.
Let's just hear it the right way.
The hype.
I need my hype.
Right. You know, and especially with the addition of Shifty Samurai, Daniel Nixon, you know, we've been getting a lot more communication and just a lot more information.
Yeah.
And props to them. And like we said, we're fans first. We really don't like to be spoiled. So when you tag us in tweets, it makes me a lot upset. Not just a little, a lot.
I didn't get all right, I gotta finish my point. I'm gonna fucking zone it out. That's really important.
Sorry.
But like, okay, let's talk about the pajama thing. All right, everyone's fucking talked about it, and I think this is the most minuscule thing in terms of the leaks. So I'm gonna talk about this one.
Also, it's
yeah. This specific pajama clothing. I'm not saying clothing pack. All right, just so we're clear, but it's being spread that way. Oh my, we have a pajama clothing bag.
You guys ready for the pajama clothing bag?
Yeah, you need to do just. Yeah. Listen, I could be wrong. It'd be Tyler wrong. It could be a clothing bag. You could be right. I'm almost positive that those are single player challenges, clothing packs meant for very specific scenes within those challenges.
NPCs, you're Jason in those challenges. Those are for the people that you kill wearing the pajamas.
Yeah,
in specific challenges.
Listen? It could be multiplayer. Like I said, there's always a chance it's a clothing bag. And you can, I mean, I know there's people that will be like, you were wrong, Slash and Gas. I know that's going to come.
And like you said, we take any criticism we can. If we're wrong, you can let us know. We know we're wrong.
Yeah, that's okay.
And you can let us know. But like you were saying, now you guys are all expecting a pajama clothing pack and asking Gun, hey, when are you going to drop the pajama clothing pack? Just drop it already. And they're like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, you expect it, you push it out of them. And then we used to have issues in the past where they'd rush it out. Everything gets leaked and like, fuck, dude, now we gotta rush it out, and it's not ready, and then it comes out shitty. There's bugs, everyone hates it, they bitch about it, but then they get upset when it's not being leaked. It's just a constant fucking formula of things that's what leaks cause.
Then you get the people that are like, wow, they didn't learn from the stupid bikinis and swimsuit pack. Now they're putting out pajamas. This is stupid.
That's actually relevant though. If it is a fucking pajama clothing pack, can we not?
Right, exactly. It is stupid. In our opinion, it is kind of dumb to put out a pajama clothing. But then you're like, oh, fuck Gun Media, fuck Gilfon, whatever. Like, bro,
it's your fault. It's your fault.
We are 99% sure that we are not getting a pajama clothing pack. Like you said, we were pushing it with the bikinis. Again, it's a summer camp. It makes sense. It's silly, not scary. That's why it doesn't work.
Yeah, we we don't really like that stuff. The clothing packs are at least we don't care about that shit.
We care about kills.
But I just don't. I think we learned a valuable lesson with the bikinis.
Right.
Okay.
I don't think it would be smart for Friday the 13th the game to have pajamas.
Yeah. Well, the main point of bringing that up at all is like, it's not confirmed to be a clothing pack. Not at all. Okay? So when you share it on, all over the place, whether it's YouTube, Twitter, Reddit, Discord, when you share it all over the place and you promote this clothing pack that may not even be one, you're causing issues for the game.
Right. Either you rush it out of them or you're holding them to an expectation that they never had.
Yeah.
Please don't.
That's just frustrating. I could imagine being in Gun Media shoes and another fucking leak. God damn it. Yeah, please quit going into our game files that you're not supposed to go into.
Yeah, that's breaking terms of service.
Yeah.
Let's just make a rule. Friday the 13th community, we're not going to do it.
Right.
Yeah, good luck with that. No, dude, leaks are going to keep coming. We are going to keep avoiding them. And that's all. That's the main point of it all.
And on to the next one.
Okay, listen, this is an interesting question, and it kind of goes hand in hand. A lot of times we get this question.
We get a lot.
With the question, why don't we cover leaks? It often comes with this question. It's from Jake D. Wise. Said, do you think that Gun Media takes advantage of you?
Because we don't spread the leaks or anything? I think that's what it gets paired with a lot.
I don't really. I'm trying to see like what's the perspective of it coming from them. It's like, are you saying Gun Media because we cover it so closely and for free, or I don't know really. I don't know. If you're saying we have Gun Media's back very closely, we do. And if you think like, I don't know.
I mean, it's a mutual respect that's been built over the last 2 years.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah.
We haven't done anything to hurt them, harm them, diss them in any way, because that's just not who we are.
No, I think not to cut you off, but I think it comes back to the point where, Daniel the other day tweeted us and just said, "Hi, Slashercast, how you doing? Coming in our streams and being
Speaking of which, that's a major fucking tease.
Damn it!
I don't want to say stop. I don't want to say stop doing that because it's nice. It's a good heads up. I know something's coming then. But it's like, why are you doing that?
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, is it related to me? Is it related to me? We getting something? Every time.
Yeah, but like, it just comes that they do so much with like the little things, and the fact that they bring us such a game that we can relate to, not as like fans of the film, and like really, it's one of its kind.
Yeah,
and like we love it.
Changed all of our lives,
right?
Big time. Not just this show. Not just this show.
I don't know if the question's asking like, you do so much for them, you cover so much content. What do they do for you?
Exactly.
If that's what the point of the question is. First of all, Gun Media has done some pretty cool things for us. In terms of Wes came onto the show, we were the ones that got to officially reveal traps being in the game.
Yeah, Jason being able to use traps.
And we were able to reveal the Pig Splitter.
Yes, for Par 4 weapon.
Yeah. Those were all cool. And the thing
that's
is, though,
huge. That is very huge, actually. I haven't seen any other, content creator with them get those opportunities.
Yeah, not since like Charmin. For real, like
Exactly.
Charmin had it back in the virtual cabin days,
right? And we are extremely grateful for everything.
Yeah, and so like to say that like, boo, they don't give you anything. First of all, they have, and of course I will always take more, and I will take it with a grain of salt. But like, of course, we're always gonna appreciate it, and there's always gonna be like, I'd love to, little things. I think one of the things people had issues with is the idea that we were part of the early access team. And stuff like that, and we're not in the credits, kind of sucks. But other than that, like, I have zero issues in terms of anything that's ever happened with Gun Media personally.
No,
like, they're all really cool dudes. Not only are they good developers and they're very good with community, but they're actually good friends too.
Yep.
They're good guys.
And most importantly, good horror fans.
Yeah, they're truly fans, right?
And Ilphonic as well.
Yeah,
a lot of guys at Ilphonic as well.
Yeah, so I don't think they take advantage of us, and I don't think we're entitled to have any information given to us for like the fact that like we didn't ask Wes. That when that happened, like Wes is the one that's really like has come to us and said, "Here's the pick splitter. You guys do it whenever you want.
You got 24 hours,
yeah.
or I'm releasing it myself."
Yeah, it's like
God damn it.
Yeah, he's like, it's yours. You can show the fans. I didn't go, Wes, can we have something? No, just Wes did it because of our devotion to the game, and we don't fuck him over. But we were by no means, I don't want to say deserving, but we weren't entitled to that at all whatsoever.
No, and honestly, we were even still very small. I mean, we're small now. Still, we're a very small channel now, but we were half the size.
Yeah. So I mean, just depends how you want to look at it.
Yeah.
We don't deserve anything from them. So no, I don't think they take advantage of us. In fact, the fact they engaged with us is all. It's quite nice.
Yeah, the fact that Wes and Daniel come into our streams as often as they do, it's a nice surprise every time you do. You scare us a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, how long you been fucking sitting there? Yeah. Huh? How long you been listening to me talk shit about
it? We didn't tweet the stream out. How'd you find that link, boy?
Yeah!
It's scary sometimes.
Yeah,
you scare us.
I remember one time.
We appreciate it.
I remember one time it was right after the content dropped, and Wes came in and was like, "Hey man, had the stream open in the background, heard there was a bug. What's going on?" I was like, "Wes, can you at least make it known so I don't call you a bitch or something?"
Yeah,
I don't do that. I'm just a joke.
No, and yeah, it's the little things. We keep doing what we're doing. They come in to our, they take some stress off us. They're answering questions in the chat.
We just get played.
Yeah,
yeah.
The fact that they come in and interact with our fans is awesome.
Yeah. Yeah.
I still hate the hit detection though. Fix that shit.
And also, I would love a content roadmap just to go off of. I would love a content roadmap.
We're getting close to one.
After that engine upgrade, I think it's safe to get a content roadmap. Just whatever we got left. That's all. That's all.
We answered a Wes emote.
That's all I want for Christmas.
Yeah, Wes, you like that emote? It's a good one. Fans love it.
Oh man.
Personal favorite.
Yeah, I think that's all. That's all I gotta say about that.
On to the next.
No, they don't.
No.
We start answering questions like that. No, they don't take advantage of us.
No.
Natco123 with did you ever think your channel would be this big? Define big.
Now, I mean, I joined on a late, but I'm sure when you started, I didn't think you would even be here. Let alone because as you started the YouTube channel itself.
Oh, you mean this YouTube channel in general?
The YouTube channel itself, it was just fan films, short films.
Listen, it may have been a YouTube channel for a while, but it didn't become anything until Slash and Cast.
Right. We had another podcast on a separate channel that peaked at 1,000 views and has lost a bunch ever since.
We don't talk about it.
We brought Slash Cast to the main channel. With what? How many subscribers did we have
when we
started Slashcast? 6, 7?
I think
5.
I think it was like 3 or 4.
3, 4, 5.
Wasn't good.
Yeah, and no, I don't think anyone ever. Any of you out there? I don't think you guys thought either.
Here's the thing: we're about to hit 40,000 subs, and that's crazy. That's a lot of fucking people.
Right. Once you start hitting 50, that's when you can start, getting to 60s easier, then getting to 70s easier. And that's an insane concept to us.
Yeah. See, here's the thing that we didn't ever, I know, I didn't ever, but dude, 5th grade, we were using a VHS camera and we weren't even using it. Riley was going like this.
Yeah.
All right, get pushed down the stairs.
Defining the audience at all is just a cool thing.
It's awesome.
Big or small? Would you ever think it'd be this big? I'd say no.
The fact that we have people asking us that,
it
shows.
I wasn't ready.
No.
That's actually something I take a lot of pride in. I think we're people that are truly grateful for where we are.
Yeah.
And like that's not possible without you.
It's really not.
We are eternally grateful.
Right. You know, how many Q&A videos do you see other, content creators of this size and even bigger do? This is a long time in the making. It really was, hard to get some time to do this, but we figured it was due.
Yeah.
Got a lot of questions. We got a lot of questions.
Yeah.
We may be sarcastic assholes all the time.
All the time, yes.
But we have heartfelt moments too, and we couldn't be more grateful. Seriously.
Right.
But no.
No.
I didn't see it coming.
No, never.
I used to be excited when we hit like 20 people in a stream. God damn, 47.
Yeah, no. And just to put on that, we were at 10, then we were at 20 people in our live streams, and then we were at 30. Then we jumped up to 60, like averaging 50 to 60, and then boom, 200. We're like, what?
Yeah. We had one stream that was funny. It was right after Small Maps came out.
That's when we went from 100 people, and then the next day, with the Small Maps dropped, we had how much? 8?
Yeah, a little over 800.
A little over 800 people, and the next day, we never really went under 200.
Yeah, good time.
That's insane to us too, and the chat just goes by faster and faster every stream.
That's one of those big things where like, don't give up, man. If you're a small YouTuber, don't give up.
Right.
Because, listen, we're so small, and we ain't giving up.
No, yeah, we're still a very small channel.
You'll find an audience. You got to stick with it, though. If you post one video and expect to get millions of views, it doesn't work that way.
Right, and there are a lot of people that have been part of many projects, including our previous podcast, and you haven't seen them since.
Right.
And it's a grind.
I can't read those enough if you're a small YouTuber. Okay. Consistently getting decent views is way more important than getting a 1 million view video once a month.
Right.
Consistently find an audience that's dedicated. Because if you consistently get views in videos, whether they're like, even if they're just average, like nothing crazy, like that is more important, finding a dedicated audience than it is hitting one big viral video.
We'll come back to that in a little bit, but YouTube, especially probably the last couple years, really, is all just algorithms on algorithms. And, us posting 2 non-Friday the 13th game videos in a week probably fucks our algorithm. I'm a level with you.
Yeah, right now we're fucked. We just lost like a lot of money.
Oh, yeah, a lot of money.
Yeah, like $10.
Yeah, consistent quality content, not, quantity is all right. If you can, at least once a week consistently,
quality,
you're going to grow, quantity. You're going to grow, and you're going to build a good community.
Yep.
And that's important to us. It may not be important to you.
Yeah, you want to know people like PewDiePie, why they post daily or twice a day? That's why.
Yeah.
It works. That's your fan base. That's how you become big on YouTube.
Right. Because listen,
not quantity over quality, but like
people,
you want quality and quantity.
Yeah, people watch your video, they like it, they're going to tell their friends. So the more you post a couple of good videos a week, you get somebody tell somebody tell somebody. It's a domino effect.
Sharing on Twitter, even just liking the video gets it recommended to people that may not. Maybe don't watch us often, or maybe they've never seen a video. Just by you guys watching for a while and liking the video, really makes a big difference.
That's why we like to do raids on Twitch.
Oh yeah,
hopefully get some of our followers to go over to smaller people and help them out.
Yeah,
we've been there. We know that, and again, we're not big by any means, but we've been. We'll come back to it a little later.
All right, let's only 2 more questions. We're almost there. Jennifer, back to the old Jennifer. What or where would you like to see the future of Slash and Cast become?
Oh, well,
that's a tough one.
Yeah, where do we want to go with it?
I'm sure we all have the similar idea, but I'm sure different branches off of each.
First off, here's where I want to go with this. Retro Redux Entertainment is technically who we are.
Right, in terms of
a company.
Yeah.
In a sense.
Yeah.
Right.
Obviously,
Slashcast is a branch of Retro Redux Entertainment.
Correct.
Yeah.
So, personally for me, I would love to do feature lengths. Well, I would love to do this podcast forever, but it would be nice to branch off into feature length, doing more shorts. I really do love doing shorts. It's such a good time. There's never a dull moment the whole entire time through all of it, especially going back afterwards and seeing some of the shittiest takes you've ever seen in your life and laughing for hours on end. But like, you know, especially when you just bring a group of people together and you're all passionate about one end goal, it's awesome.
Right.
It's a great feeling.
Seriously though, I'm the same way. I'd love to go into films and you know, feature films would be great. But I never really want to leave YouTube, and I never want to leave this community that we build and hopefully continue to build. As for the podcast, I want to always cover horror news, but I love the idea of casual podcasts and just being able to talk and get shit off my fucking chest.
And just be like, yeah.
It's fucking therapeutic, man. Like, it really is. Like, stuff like this is really therapeutic.
For sure.
And being someone that's like, you know, full of depression, anxiety, like this truly like saves me.
Yeah.
I know a branch I really want to go down is something like the H3 podcast.
We talk about it all the time.
Yeah, all the fucking time, dude. Having a live, to be able to do Slashcast or another form of Slashcast live, and to be able to like do it on IRL Twitch like H3 does, and you know, have multiple camera setups and bring in guests all the time. And I love to bring people back to the horror genre and give some love back to these horror icons, you know,
that well deserve it.
Yeah, like bringing like let's go like small people, like when we had Kathleen Kidmon on, who is well known to her community.
To her community, that's the best way of putting it.
Right, but like people that haven't seen horror films have no clue who Kathleen Kidmon is. That's not a shot at her. It's just kind of how the fucking industry works.
Right.
God, dude, I remember that day like it was yesterday.
Yeah.
I was terrified.
What, is that the fourth episode of Slash? I think third episode of Slashcast.
If you watch that interview, if you can't see it in my eyes, you should. I was shitting my pants.
That was just an amazing time with a really genuine celebrity.
We were like,
and she deserved those are celebrities that deserve the love, man.
Yes.
And she was amazing.
She was, you know, the fact that, you know, we were like, hey, we got this podcast. It's in our hotel room. You got to come up to our hotel room.
She was literally like, as soon as we said, hey, we can run a podcast. Would you mind doing it? She's like, really?
Right now?
Oh my God, right now? Let's go. I'm going to stop my line, kick everybody out, and we're going to go. We're like, wait, no.
Her table,
we're like, no, you don't need to do that.
She shut down her table for us, got in the elevator with us, went up like 3 fucking floors and went into our hotel room, locked the door, and check. No, I'm just kidding. But seriously though, the fact that she just came into our room and was so chill about that, I think Rachel was a big key to that. I think Rachel was like the bodyguard.
Right. She even gave us some of her film ideas, which was awesome.
Yeah, we got to know her.
Yeah.
You know, got, you know, a lot of insight into her and what she's been doing, what she is going to do. You know, got some contact information for possible collaborations in the future. Right. Would love to see her at another convention really soon.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I miss her.
Would love to catch up.
Yeah, that's what I want to do. I want to bring I want to be able to take those guests, those horror icons that haven't been able to say what they wanted to say. I want them to come onto the show, on a live show, and just be able to talk. I don't like, you know, like Kane. We have a planned interview with Kane in May. And I'm going to tell you right now, for the interview, I'm not going to sit there and be like, what was your favorite moment of playing Jason?
Because that's stuff everybody has heard a million times.
I want to know Kane. I don't want to know Jason.
I don't want to know, you know, horror icon Kane Hodder as Jason Voorhees.
Right.
We want to know
Kane Hodder as Kane Hodder.
I don't want to know Kane, dude.
Right.
And then being like knowing Kane's family the way I do, going to school with his son, it's like, that's the Kane. Like, you don't realize how great of a guy he is until you know that Kane.
Yeah, right. It was awesome. The first time I met Kane, we showed him. I think it was the promo.
Yeah, it was our Happy Friday the 13th video.
Yeah, and he said I played Jason good.
He was definitely just doing that to make you feel.
Probably, but
he was definitely fucking lying.
I just remember, we got in the car to leave, and I looked at Riley. I was like.
He's like, I can't, like, it's not just Kane, there's like many horror. The guys that play douchebags in movies, those are the guys that you're gonna love when you meet them.
Right. The evil, the antagonists, those are the people you want to meet. Those are some of the most genuine and nice people.
Yeah, for real. Like, and then like with Kane, the fact that they take their time and they care. Adrienne King was that way too, man. Yep. Just would do anything for you. She was just the biggest sweetheart.
We had Adrienne King on, and you know, we were nervous. I mean, that was early Slashcast.
I almost shit my pants.
We were so nervous, but she was just, she would talk and
How do you guys feel about this? How do you guys feel about this?
Yeah, she was asking us questions. She would talk for, 8 minutes at a time, and, it wasn't annoying. It made us feel comfortable.
Yeah.
And I think she kind of could sense that we were a little nervous.
Hey, Adrian.
Yeah, definitely, yeah. Adrian King is a nice person.
Yeah, she's great.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, what I was going to finish with Kane is, like, there was a time where, slid into the DMs, all right? But I sent him our fan film, and I seriously expected no response. He didn't need to watch that, dude. The guy is busy as all shit. Yep. He has a crazy, crazy schedule. And next thing I know, he sends me an email and says, "Saw your fan film," and then he wrote a whole fucking review on it.
Yeah, and the end, he was there until the spoiler alert ending scene, end credit scene.
Isn't that amazing, dude? That's
surreal.
So crazy. Dude. Because when I was this is something we should come back to on a different episode of Slashcast, so we're not going over an hour. But like the story of when I was 3 years old, I knew exactly who Kane Hodder was. At the age of 7, I wrote a letter to New Line Cinema saying, "Fuck you for not casting Kane Hodder in Freddy vs. Jason." Like, I was legit. I wrote a letter to New Line Cinema about that shit at 7 years old. And then the fact that I, by some fucking act of God, I went to the school with his son, and then ended up meeting him, and now he's the reason we make it to conventions and shit like that. Those are really cool stories, and if that doesn't show how dedicated we are to horror, I don't know what else does.
Yeah.
And that's what I don't know how we got to this point in this question.
I still gotta go.
But yeah, it's just like, I want to be able to bring more love to those guys. They deserve more credit.
Right.
All right, Nick, where do you want to go with this?
Listen, I've always been someone that always is just super ambitious and shoots big. I see Slash and Cast going, for a very long time. I see, the streams and the gaming videos going for a very long time. We've already started implementing slashcast.com, our website. We want to be the #1 source of horror news for everybody. Yeah. We want the website. We're working with writers right now, unpaid, unfortunately, right now. We want to get to the point where we can pay writers for their work, to post on our website, the horror news that continues to drop. Also, I'm trying to be quick. I do think a chill podcast, more laid back, like you said, kind of like the H3 podcast, that is probably going to happen in the next 3 years. It should be implemented. Maybe, 5 tops. I don't know if that's shooting big or not. That's definitely in the realm of possibility. Again, didn't even think we'd really be here. And that's insane. The fact that we can just talk and people will listen, people love it, people support it. Yeah. Retention rate is a great thing. You made it this far. Holy shit. I want to shake your hand. Yes. And if it doesn't, turn out that way, I'm still going to be happy because I'm happy with this now. Didn't think it'd be here. So. Right. I 3 quick things. These are like super quick. These are like just huge fucking goals of what I want to be. Website. I want to be in the top 5 horror sites ever. I want to be up there. I want to be that source. I want to be the source you go to when you need to know horror news. I want to be one of the sites that I used to go to for horror news. Right. I want to be one of those. I want our own convention. I want a horror convention. I want the Slash and Cast horror convention. Like, that'd be awesome. Yes. Yeah, that's a huge goal of mine. And then I want a Slash and Cast drive-in theater. Yep, I knew you were going to say that. Like, big fucking goal. Yeah, drive-in theater. That I would actually think would be awesome to do is if we got big enough to the point where we could produce an indie horror film. Yes. Right. Yeah. I didn't mention that, but yes, I would still love to do all of that. Yeah. And still be able to produce short films. If we got big enough to the point where we found people like us, 5 to 8 years down the road, and we're like, we made it. Everyone deserves a break, man. Here's your chance. Go do it. Yeah. Be these guys. It'd be awesome. Yeah. If we got to the point where we could be an inspiration to others, like even some people say it now, and that's, kind of surreal. Yeah, we've gotten emails shit about that. Yeah. I can't even, no words, man. If we can get to a point where we can, inspire, help people through some tough times, we already kind of are, but that just makes us feel good. It really does. That's the best part of the job, dude. Fuck money. Fuck any fame. We can be ourselves and help you escape for an hour now.
Yeah, it's funny. Like you don't realize that you may be getting through a tough time, and we may be somehow this content helps you get pushed through.
We've heard that before.
But what you also have to realize is the content we're producing for you is helping us push through. You know.
Yep.
Exactly.
Like,
every time.
Everybody has their problems, right? Last thing I want to say about the drive-in, because it's huge fucking goal. Drive-ins, don't die. If you own a drive-in, don't give up on it.
Oh no.
A message to Mike and me occurs. I will save if your drive-ins, if you guys are giving up on that, don't want to take care anymore, I will happily come and help.
Yeah, Midway Drive-In.
Yeah.
That's
like the oldest drive-in, like one of the oldest in the country, and I don't want to let it go.
Right, and the reason Flashback Weekend, the convention in Chicago, started was to save the drive-in, and they've done that, and they continue to save the drive-in by Flashback Weekend. They do a very good job, have a lot of connections.
Right. They're just great fucking people.
They're great people too. I don't see that drive-in going anywhere, thank God, because it's so close.
Yeah. Is there ever a point where like it needs to be like passed down? Which I think their daughters are gonna be totally cool with that, taking on.
Oh, they're into horror.
Yeah.
I can tell from
like,
Facebook.
Every time you want to pass it down, we'll keep that thing alive for you, because I would love to just.
It'd be awesome.
To be part of the
drive-in theaters have always just been interesting. And yeah, it's been a goal for a while. We want a drive-in theater.
That's why we do movie nights. Discord only. Be there. Exclusive Discord. Join our movie nights.
Be there, be square.
All right. That's all. We're done. Moving on. Last question.
God
damn it. Charger Mayak.
Charger Mayak. My account.
Charge.
Anyway.
Thank you for your question. What kept you guys going through the hard times of YouTube, and what is keeping you going now? Listen, this might be a long question. I'm sorry about that.
We kind of touched on it a little bit.
Okay. In case you're running hard times of YouTube, especially being a horror channel, like legit, especially being a horror channel, but a lot of people, most people got hit in general, but horror in general is tough. You get demonetized. When you get demonetized, whether YouTube wants them in or not, they're full of shit. They stop recommending you.
Yep.
You're losing money, and you're losing a shit ton of views and subscribers because of it.
Because you're not getting recommended.
That's the worst part. To me, that's where losing money sucks.
Right, but that's a separate issue.
Yeah, losing money sucks. But if I was in it for the money, I would have gave up a long time ago. Right?
Yeah.
Yep.
I hate that somebody that could love our channel, somebody that could those people that were changing, that are finding escapes through us. If that person didn't make it to us because of that fucking demonetization, that pisses me off.
Right.
Yeah.
That's tough.
Yeah. The community we build, and like we said before, it may be an escape for you, but making videos is an escape for us.
Yeah.
So
I don't drive 6 hours. Well, technically, I drive 12 hours a week to be here on top of working 50. I do it for a reason. You
gotta love what you do to keep
going. Obviously, at this point, we don't make enough money to support all of us. So yeah, we work jobs. They go to school. We do what we have to, but we do it for the fans.
Yeah, that's the thing. What is keeping you going? It's you. It's you guys. If you weren't listening, why would we be here, right? And I love talking about horror. I could do it all fucking day.
Exactly.
I could sit here and do it all day.
We do it anyway when we're not watching.
we do it anyway. We turn the camera off. I guarantee we're going to have another huge conversation about what we should have said.
I knew we should have said that.
But yeah, and like we said, the people that message us saying we help them through tough times, we can relate. All of us can relate.
Mm-hmm.
And, it's hard to imagine that we can do that for somebody.
Yeah, that's what's got to keep you going. To anybody that wants to get into YouTube in general, and I'm not saying this from egotistical, I made it and you didn't. I hate when YouTubers do that. Fuck off. All right, don't tell me how to make it big when you're not big. Just so we're clear. But if you want to get into YouTube for fame, I think I have a buddy of mine that a guy we know very well that got into YouTube for the sole reason of being famous and making a lot of money while sitting on his ass. Right.
And I will give it to him. He's somewhat still going. I wouldn't say grinding. He's going.
Yeah, not giving up is really key. But that was just a slight example. It's don't get into YouTube if you're looking for fame or if you're looking to be rich.
Or an easy job.
Or easy.
Oh my goodness.
I hate when people come to the stream all the time. Is why don't you get a real job and get off your fat ass? All right.
My left nut works harder than you do a whole week.
Dude, that's the thing, dude. There's so much. There's so much. Now, running the Discord, running all of our social media, editing, thumbnails. Thumbnail game strong. That takes a lot of time. The photo shoots. Setting up our current fucking Kickstarter. It all fucking adds up. And it's on top of work and school.
And the fact is, on top of work and school, that's the thing. You know, I apologize if any of the website writers are out there. I said I would reply like a week ago. I just been way too busy to even with other things for this that I had to push the website off.
It never stops, dude. Yep. The website.
Everything is just added to to-do list. And here's the thing: if we didn't love it,
we wouldn't fucking do
it.
There's some days where
it kind of sucks.
Since I'm in Eastern time zone when I work, I'm an hour later. So when I go to work at 7 a.m., which feels like 6 a.m., and then I see you guys are streaming, I'm like, shit, I need to get in that bitch. like I don't go moderate the chat because I'm not doing anything. Like, I walk around a hospital. I walk almost 7 miles a day. I work almost every day. I work almost 12 hours a day.
You gotta want it, and man. You gotta love it.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I think that speaks for itself.
Mm-hmm. To any of our Discord stream moderators out there, anyone who's helped us out, even with the website thus far,
thank you.
We appreciate it more than you know.
Especially the people that sponsor and sub on Twitch and YouTube or donate.
That goes with the question: how do we keep going through the hard times of YouTube? Sponsors, sponsoring the channel, $5 a month. You know, it might be a cup of Starbucks that you don't get a day.
We'd be fucked without sponsors. Real talk, like we would be screwed. We keep doing YouTube. We wouldn't give up. I don't think we're those kind of people.
No,
but it's like we couldn't.
No, we couldn't expand to what we want to do. The website would be non-existent without sponsors, without us being able to take the time to build something for not just the sponsors but the other subs. Any equipment upgrades, the quality would still be there, but the quantity would diminish.
Yeah. Especially being able to work on side projects while doing this and working
for stuff
school.
For the Kickstarter we're working on. There's stuff we just don't have enough money for.
So please help us out. You're here for a reason and you enjoy our content. Help us entertain you.
we never ask you to sponsor. We inform you what being a sponsor is and what it does, and that's up to you if you like the content, want to directly support the channel.
It saves us.
Just knowing that you are saving us, saving the channel, keeping us going, keeping the quality and the quantity going. Again, it sucks. The channel is growing so much. At what point are we going to really be struggling talking with the community and engaging with the community? You get to the point where you're PewDiePie, you don't interact with your subscribers. You can't interact with your chats, with your comments. We try to respond and like and heart as many comments as we can. And the Discord, we try to just have conversations as much as we can. Because
it's getting harder and harder.
It is getting harder and harder, but
I've noticed it in the streams, man. People are like, "Oh, you didn't answer me. You didn't answer me." I'm like, "I'm sorry.
I missed it, man. I'm sorry."
Yeah. So please bear with us. So if we don't answer you right away and we're streaming, just say it again. I guarantee it. We'll see it eventually.
We really do want to hear your question. We really do. And if we miss it, you can ask again.
And that's why we ask you to comment on the videos, because we do want to know your guys' opinion. We do want to know, what could we do better? Where do you want to see us going? Things like that.
Yeah, I think it's funny. Like Rachel, my girlfriend Rachel always says, "How the fuck do you answer the same question over and over again and not get frustrated?" It's like, I don't know. I like talking to people, man.
Yeah.
It doesn't bother me.
Yeah, maybe after stream we're like, oh my God, how many times did we say what our favorite Jason was? Or that was early on.
Right.
Yeah.
But, again, we love talking horror. We could do it all day. That's what a chill podcast would be. It'd just be like a stream, except we're not playing a game.
Yeah, that would be so much fun.
We just
talk.
Sit there
and engage with people.
Because we're not just, we're playing Friday the 13th, but people are asking us about the new Halloween, any, Hellraiser, Chucky, and some of the questions we answered earlier. What's your favorite director? If you could, revive a franchise. We get those in the streams a lot, too. It's not just Friday the 13th, the game, or any game that we're playing.
Yeah.
We're playing Rainbow Six Siege, not a horror game. It's all just horror talk, which
by me.
We would be doing anyway.
Yeah.
So to make a short question long.
Yeah.
What keeps the channel us going through the hard times of YouTube, and what's keeping us going now? It's all of you, all you sponsors, even just all you people watching to this point.
Yeah.
I know there's very few of you.
What's the hashtag?
Yeah, we need a hashtag.
Hashtag.
We love you.
Hashtag
heart emoji.
Hashtag.
Second hashtags.
Hashtag. Fuck demonetization.
All right.
If you're too young to say fuck, put frick demonetization.
F demonetization.
If you're Roger Dodger 69, put frick. A little. All right. That's it. Let us know more of these in the future. I'm down with Q&As, but I never thought anybody actually give a shit about what we think. I've obviously proven wrong since the podcast is okay, so
yep.
I guess there's that.
Yeah.
That's neat. Yeah, but let's know if you want. Let's know if you want any more of these Q&A sessions. But a lot, we're only going to really take questions through Discord, probably Discord or Twitter. So
join the Discord.
Do the thing.
Right. This is as close to a chill podcast as I think we have. So if you like this, you might be seeing this, in a couple, 2 years, maybe.
Yeah, it depends.
Chill podcast.
Depends how much moolah comes in because we got a lot of shit to purchase.
Oh yeah, that's a whole different set.
We have plans, written out plans.
We have so much good stuff. Stay tuned. Turn the notification bell on if you haven't. Hashtag frick demonetization or fuck demonetization.
Don't let your dreams be dreams. Toss that in there too. All right, man. With that, that's gonna wrap this episode of Slash and Cast. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. Better roll that out.
The classic.